Cancer, welcome to Cosmic Cassie. This is going to be your money and love reading for the month of July, the middle of July, going into the end of July. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what energies are coming in for you. We're going to start with money first, okay, and see what's going on with the moolah. Okay, let me see. Cancer, I do have a little bit of a different setup, so we'll see how long I end up doing this setup. I don't know, but it works for now, okay? Let's get some cards for you. Show me, Cancer. What can Cancer expect or need to know about their money in June, from now to the end of the month? Does Cancer need to know about their money from now to the end of the month? I really like to let them fall, but I'm also very impatient. And I feel like you guys are also very impatient. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me and I'm projecting. I don't know. We have Six of Swords, Daughter of Cups. Let's do one more for Cancer. Beautiful. Ending with Mother of Cups. Cancer. I am using my own deck right now. It's kind of in the trial stages, so there's like descriptions and things I need to put on the back of it. So I figure if I put it to use in real time, then I can write down, you know, the meanings I actually want to use based on how it shows up the most frequently. So do not mind me. Okay. Let's look at Six of Swords. This is interesting because Cancer, it does feel like when it comes to our money, I think there's going to be like opportunities or chances to make money that come in, but it's almost like those opportunities, the way they show up are things from the past that like you've already done. Sorry, I had to pause it for a second there. It's like the way that these opportunities come in, or like the specific things that come in for you, Cancer, it feels like it's hard to take them. It's hard to take advantage of them. It's hard to accept them. Like, not so hard that you don't do it, but it feels like it's hard in the way of, like, these might be past experiences where the ego is kind of like, oh, don't do that, you'll fail. Don't do that, it won't work. Don't do that, you'll get hurt. Don't do that, it'll screw you over. Don't do that. It's like things that we've already experienced in the past seem to reflect or like mirror these new opportunities that are coming in for us. And because of that, it makes it a little bit challenging to like fully embrace them and jump on them when they happen, right? There's a little like, there's like a unwillingness to do it, but there's also like a, okay, I know I have to do this. Like, I know it needs to be done. I know I gotta do it, but like, I really don't want to. Like, this is kind of difficult. This, you know, it's like trying to keep your triggers at bay, trying to stay confident, trying to stay optimistic, trying not to succumb to like the anxiety, the want to like run away and hide and like, I don't want to do this. It's like we're having to be a lot like in our self-control, have some willpower, you know, and the strength, right, in order to move towards these opportunities. But these opportunities do lead to a very good place. They lead to more money, they lead to more abundance, they lead to a place that's much more happy and stable. It's just like we're highly triggered. We feel like we're highly triggered, but we're not reacting in a triggered way. We're choosing to move through the triggers and still take advantage of the opportunities, okay? Let's get a card on our Six of Swords. See if we can get like a specific message about these opportunities or what they are. Let's get a card on the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords here. Yeah, there's a lot of like trust in self, right? We have Showstopper to clarify the Six of Swords. Six of Stars. We have Showstopper to clarify the Six of Swords, which lets me know like this is something that people are going to look at you and be like, Cancer did what? Cancer did that? Are you kidding? No, that wasn't Cancer. That's impossible. I know Cancer, and I know they wouldn't do no shit like that. And it's because you're not letting your triggers control your reality. You're not letting your triggers decide your whole life for you, right? When you move through your triggers, you do things that people would never think you would do. And it's because before those triggers would make you run the opposite way, totally like, nope, I don't want to do that. But now they're coming out in a way to be like supporting you. Yeah, victim. You become a victim to your triggers, right? You become a victim to your past. You become a victim to the things you're afraid of when you allow it to control your future and how you move and the things you do. But Cancer, something about you in this season, I don't know what's up, but you're choosing to not run just because you're triggered. You're choosing to move forward through the triggers, and it's going to shock a lot of people. Okay, so I definitely think there's a lot of money there. I don't think that you'll see it right away. I feel like it's more stable, consistent. I feel like it's you're not like raining money down on you, but you're definitely not going to be in a place where you're like needing and wanting money. It feels very stable, very consistent, very practical. Okay. And then when we look at that the Daughter of Cups and the Mother of Cups, this is almost like the Daughter of Cups feels very healing. It feels very, like, I think when you move through the trigger and then you start to see the outcome of how like proud people are of you, of how shocked they are, how much you surprised yourself, how good you felt to move through the trigger and not be a victim to it. That's where the real healing actually begins, because after like realizing what we just did and like, oh my gosh, I just did that. I just like, this is crazy, you know, having that moment. That's when we start to get really like big in the heart space and feel like we can do anything we want to do. That's when we start to really bring in that like self-belief, the confidence, but it's like grace with confidence, right? It's like not confident like, oh, I know I run this. This is confidence where it's like, I won't stop even if I'm scared. You know, oh, I made a mistake, but I can do it. It's that kind of, it's graceful confidence, okay? It's very beautiful on you, Cancer. Show me anything for the Daughter of Cups. Anything that you need to know for them. It's too many. I'm gonna tell you this card has come out twice. I'm not gonna pull it because it came out with a bunch of like other cards, but it tried to fall out the first time that I was like clarifying Six of Swords, and then it just came out again. Anything for the Daughter of Cups? Anything to clarify with the Daughter of Cups? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. We have Trailblazer and we have Expert, okay? So this means with that Daughter of Cups, when you start to truly like heal and move into that energy, of being way more confident and having like way more grace in the way that you move forward and the way that you do things, not being like the typical triggered Cancer that's like really sensitive and like, you know, really worried or anxious or too emotional or, you know, not emotional enough. It's like not that typical kind of way. This is like a really graceful, confident, forward-moving, gentle, but powerful energy. And that's when we start to become an expert in whatever we do. The Trailblazer is literally saying, like, we pave our own path. That's when we stop living the life that people expect from us, that we expect from ourselves, and we learn to just blaze a whole new trail that we've never been on before, because we're confident enough to know that we can do it. So Cancer, that's what that healing piece is giving you. It's letting you show up as an expert. Even if you're not an expert, it's letting you show up as one, because you're learning how to in a very giving way show yourself in a really non-judgmental, stressful or overthinking way. You learn how to show up as who you are and embrace that, and let other people choose if they're going to embrace it too or not, you know? And that's why you're able to blaze your own trail, because it's not like I give no fucks. It's not that energy. It's mirroring it, but it's not quite that energy, but it's more like I don't have to give fucks. and the realization of that lets us really show up in our own way, in our own energy here. You can like start doing a lot of things by the end of the month that you've always wanted to do, possibly, that could make you good money, but maybe you just weren't like, you had a lot of fear around it, you know? Maybe you didn't think you'd be successful. Maybe you didn't think it was something you could do. There was a lot of things coming against you. That's being healed. So Cancer, if you ever wanted to like invest your time, money, energy into something, but you never quite did it, it never got off the ground, now would be a good time to revisit it, okay? With that Mother of Cups energy, this is saying follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow where your energy takes you, and believe that you can overcome anything regardless of where it takes you. So never stop listening to your heart just because it takes you somewhere scary or somewhere unknown, somewhere that, you know, we have to be alone, worry board, you know? Exactly. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy, baby. Don't worry. Just be happy. It's time to really listen to your intuition and answer the call, Cancer. You need to step up into your purpose. You need to step up into your abilities. You need to live in your potential. Stop looking at it as potential and start living in that potential. This is the time to do that right now, okay? That's going to make you lots of money, okay? Again, it's not like you're being showered with money, but I think in the beginning, you have enough money to do what you need to do. You create stability, income, consistency, things like that. And then later, I think is when I feel more abundance. Give it like 3-4 months. That's when I feel a little bit more abundance. That's when it starts to go to an incline, okay? All right, Cancer. Let's go ahead and look at love for you. I want to write on a couple of these really quick. So while I write on them, I will talk to you guys about love. I am a psychic and a channel, so I promise you I'm not just like talking for no reason. When I feel for love with you guys, it feels very, I'm going to be honest, which I'm actually surprised because usually that's not the energy I get with you, Cancer. It feels like it's not important. It feels like it's not the top of your list, the top of your priority. And I think it has something to do with the money energy that we just read. It's almost like because you're coming into your own in a financial way, in a physical, like material, you know, way, we're not so focused on romance or relationships because we're starting to realize we can do this on our own and it can feel really good, right? It can feel good to do it on your own. You don't have to wait around for someone to love you and to, you know, be your crutch and to support you and to value you before you do those things for yourself. That's not how it works, right? And it's almost like we're starting to realize this in a very regal way. There's only just a couple of these that I wanted to make sure I marked down. Okay, that was it. Which I'm kind of surprised because I didn't think that, like, Cancer, your energy would be that way. Again, that's just me tapping into, like, energetically. Let's look at tarot and see what tarot has to say. But I feel like you're going through this, like, really big transformational moment. And it's really up to you to kind of not be, like, total hermit, you know? Like, you don't gotta withdraw and go within. But there's definitely this feeling of, like, I'm focused on my own transformation. I'm focused on building me, transforming me, investing in me, not because I'm scorned, not because I'm bitter, not because I don't believe I'll have love, but because I'm realizing that, like, I'm everything I've ever needed to be, and it's time for me to start actualizing that. And once I do that, maybe then love will come in. Something like that, okay? This Cancer needs to know. I could be looking more towards future energy. That's why I like tarot, because it keeps me, like, in a timeline. Because sometimes I'll be like looking at stuff way down the road, and I'm like, wait, we need to know about June. Talk to me about June. Show me Cancer, June, love. We have Mother of Wands. Show me Cancer, love messages, love energy for Cancer this month moving forward. One more. Ooh, that came barreling out. Okay. Wow, Cancer. This is beautiful. I love it. So, starting off, we have Mother of Wands. Obviously, we all know what that means. This is you showing up in a very beautiful, confident, but balanced way when it comes to romance, intimate relationships. The Mother of Wands always gives me, I've gone through the darkest of dark and I've gone through the lightest of light. And because I have the experience and I made it through both the dark and the light, I now show up in a more empowered, in a confident, and very, very beautiful way that almost projects an energy of, I know that I can make it through anything, and I also know my worth and my value, so I will not take just anyone, and I will not take just any energy that they give me. I am okay without love, and not in like a bitter way. I'm okay without it because I'm fine. Like I don't need it to survive, but at the same time, if I have it, I'm not going to be obsessed and attached to it. I won't fear it. I will fully embrace it, and I'll also fully embrace letting it go if it doesn't fit for me, if it's not a match for me. It's that kind of energy. I like that energy, Cancer. It's a beautiful energy. Show me clarified Mother of Wands. Oh my gosh, it keeps flying everywhere. Clarified by hater. I think you will have a lot of haters, okay? But I think, Cancer, you might be perceived as a hater when you're in this energy, because when you're in this kind of energy, this is like, I'm good with or without you. You know, I'm very okay telling you if it does not work for me, if I don't like that, if this isn't what I'm gonna invest in. And I think people will see you as a hater, and again, I don't think that you care, but it's like, because of your confidence, because of your self-awareness, your own truth, and living that truth, people might be like, I don't know, Cancer stopped talking to me because they're a hater. You know, they didn't like X, Y, Z, and they... Sorry guys, I forgot to free up like storage space, and so it cut me off. Again, you know what it is, and that's probably why it didn't work out with that person, is because they're still in a place of their ego, and you recognize that, or you felt it vibrationally, right? And then we have the Star. So this is like, I think you're showing up as the star, Cancer. It's not about you necessarily finding a star. It's realizing that you are the star and allowing yourself to be the star. And you're showing up as everything you've ever wanted. And I think I said that. You're showing up and you're being everything you've ever wanted or needed. You're not looking outside of yourself to create that or have that, right? Clarify the Star. Clarify the Star. Just want to get one quick card on it. Stalker. You're going to have a lot of people watching you because you are the star. When you start to embody the star and be the star and like totally know and invest in yourself and show up in this really confident way, knowing that, you know, you're everything you've ever wanted and needed, you're going to have a lot of eyes on you, right? It's a lot of people looking your way. Okay, I want to make sure I put that one down. It's like, Cancer, you're not going to be able to go very many places or meet very many people. It's like if you meet someone new, even just casually, and you mention your name, they're immediately going online, trying to find your profiles on social media, trying to figure out who you are, look for you in the news. It's like they want to know, who are you? So even if it's just an acquaintance, a casual encounter, it's someone that you just passed by, like you got people looking you up and Googling you, trying to figure out who is this person? What do they do? Why do I feel like they're so awesome? And then we end it with the Fool, okay? This is you beginning a new journey. This is you starting to live in a very different way. This is a very different reality, Cancer, because I think you used to really care what people thought. You used to have your own insecurities. You used to dim your own light. There was a lot of things that kept you from really like being all you could be. And now you're finally allowing yourself to show up in a way that is totally authentically you, and you're doing it unapologetically. This is creating a very different kind of existence for you. Clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool. Storyteller. On your new journey, Cancer, on your new life, the reality that you're going to start living that you've never experienced before, you're going to be very much encouraged to tell your story, to let people know how you used to be, who you used to be, the things that you had to get through, the challenges, the difficulties, the path, the tumultuous path that you had to take to get to this point. Do not be ashamed or hide or run away from your past. Share your past. Tell people everything that you went through, every person that wronged you, every experience that you felt like you were a doormat, every time you chose not to say anything, the moments you cried alone, the moments you walked, embarrassingly down that path. Say it all, share it all, because it's going to, your story, where you came from and where you're going, they're so different. It's going to, I'm getting chills. It's going to inspire people in a way that you never could imagine. People want to hear your story and where you came from because it's going to motivate them. It's going to empower them. It's going to inspire them that they can also be where you're at. They can also become more than who they are, that they don't have to be a victim to their past and to their habits and their, fears and insecurities. It's like your story is going to change people's lives, but you have to be willing to share it and share it authentically. Don't leave anything out. Don't leave the details out. Don't protect other people. Don't try to paint a mask that is not real. Share your story authentically, because it's going to be one of your most powerful tools that you can possibly use while you walk this new journey and move down this new path, okay? Sorry, I know this wasn't too much about love, but again, I didn't feel like you guys were really interested in love. I don't feel like you're really focused on love, and I think that's why it came through that way. But Cancer, that's all that I have for you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your month, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.